commencement of the Under-19 League, which is the NLO 2. Sir, how do you cope with all the clubs under you? How do you manage all of them?
Thank you very much. I'm not the only one managing the clubs. I'm only superintending on other staffs that I have in the NLO. We have enough staff strength that can go around any of our events, and the coordination is on my table, and we've been doing it very, very well. We've been coordinating very well. We've been using all our experiences and professionalism to ensure that we do the right thing, not minding the number of clubs. The number of clubs does not matter, but it's the ability to show what you know how to do that matters. And thank God we've been doing it. My staffs are always on top of the situation, and my monitoring the activities, my supervising them has always been easy, because every staff knows what to do at every point in time, and it becomes an easy task for me to coordinate.
Sir, I know it's not easy to manage a club side. Talking about facility, do you put into consideration the kind of pitch this club would play on, or just anyone?
No, they don't play in anywhere. NLO has a tradition of always using a TV-friendly stadium. As you are aware, we live stream over 80 to 90% of all our matches. Like this event going on now, we have 17 centers, sorry, and we are covering 16 centers out of the 17. So the only center that we are unable to cover is not that we are not looking towards that direction, but we only cover about 50% of the matches. But in other centers, we cover 80 to 90% of their matches. So we only use TV-friendly stadium. You can go on YouTube and look at the stadia that the NLO uses to play their matches. The evidences are there for everybody to see.
So you was recommended for leaving your matches on YouTube. But what other attraction are you putting up to attract people, maybe sponsors, for coming into the league? Maybe there are some sponsors that also sponsor the club side.
Thank you very much. We have 4 leagues in the country. Out of the 4 leagues, it is only NLO that has sponsors. So that goes to you that we've been doing a whole lot of work in NLO, and the results are out there. And I can guarantee you, maybe by September, we'll be announcing another huge partner to the NLO family. And in attracting them, I can tell you the last Division 1 that was concluded last month, we played a promotion playoff. Out of 26 matches, we covered 19 on NTA. The matches were on NTA. You can still go to NTA channels on YouTube and view the matches. They're there. And they are live matches, not just a delay broadcast. I think we had about 3 or 4 delay broadcasts, because there was a national event that just we have to possibly step down our live match for them, and it was a delay broadcast. But I can tell you that we've been doing that. Our matches are on NTA. And NLO itself we have some partners across the globe that pushes our matches all over the places. We're working with SofaScore. SofaScore is a global brand. And if you go to SofaScore now, you see scores of NLO matches. I think on daily basis, we have close to about 100 to 150 matches daily on SofaScore. So that is another channel. We have AfriScout. AfriScout is our data company partner. AfriScout takes the data for these players, and they actually have a relationship with all the clubs through NLO. You cannot just come and pick data for all these players. So they have a relationship with the clubs through NLO, and they are pushing the data of these boys to people across the globe. And I can tell you that the clubs are actually benefiting immensely from it. There was a club just John Football Club in Ogun State. This is the 2nd year in the league, and they told us that within the 2 years that they've been part of the NLO, that they've been able to push out about 8 players to Europe, because the matches are being watched all over the globe. That they just sit there in their office and they get a call that, okay, are you doing of this player? They've not said, okay, please, can you go to NLO website and confirm this? Because all the players in the league are on our website. Their details on the website, they say it. Just yesterday in my office, a club in Abuja, a Dante Football Club, the chairman of the club walked into the office. My league manager was with me. We were having a conversation. He said they only came in here to thank us because his partner in Europe was able to identify one of his players that was not even exhibited to him before. And they are preparing to send an invite for the boy that he doesn't want to put a call across. You can meet him and discuss with him. He will tell you point blank. And that is the power of the live streaming we are doing. We are doing this for the clubs. The clubs are not paying a dime. It is the NLO that foots the bill. And where do we get the money from? We get the money from the little money that we get from our partners. And that was why we don't share money in NLO, but we give them an enabling environment to make money. So that is the best way to go about it. Because we cannot say, okay, the little fund they are giving us, we want to share money to the clubs. No. We need to make them have an enabling environment to do the business of football. And part of it is to ensure that their matches are all over the place. And they are seeing it already. So those are the things that we do that many people don't know that we do it at the background, that's to help the clubs. And we are happy. And I can tell you, there was an international journalist from Kenya. He just made mention in an interview they had with him during this Super Eagles Shan match that all over the Europe, that he kept seeing players of Nigeria doing very well. That if you ask questions, they will say they are from NLO. They are from NLO. You understand now? The news is there for everybody to see. It is because of what we do in NLO, the environment we create, the discipline we instill in the league makes it easier for these boys to cope wherever they go. Because some people might be saying that we are too harsh. If we are not too harsh with the players from the grassroots, if the foundation is wrong, then that is what they grew up with. So we need to be very, very strict and ensure that they follow the laid down rules. We have never for once gone outside our regulation to take a decision, but we don't pamper them. If we pamper them, they will grow up with it, and by the time they become professional, it will be difficult for them to change. So we try our best possible to make sure that we work with the rules given to us by Nigeria Football Federation to work with. We don't deviate. So that has been able to help us to push out a huge number of players that has good discipline, because playing in Europe is not just what you have in your head. You must have a good attitude. You must be able to comport yourself. You must be able to exhibit good morals. So those are the things that we do at the NLO as well, that people think, NLO, no, relax for them now, do this for them now. No, we don't do that. Because if we don't do it, they were not doing the right thing in Nigerian football. Because this is the foundation. And if we don't get it right here, they were not going to get it right out there.
NLO is open to any age, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, NLO 1.
NLO 1 is open to any age
limit?
But there's a caveat.
Okay.
That every club must have 15 under 19. Okay. 15 players that are under 19. And the reason why we did that was because we accept players, teams from the National League. They drop down to NLO. So when they drop down to NLO, we cannot say, okay, a team should just sack all their players. So but we try as much as possible to guide them and say, come, you are down from that professional career, please. Here, we want you to have 15, minimum of 15 of under 19 players in your league. You can register 35. You register 35. So out of that 35, 15 must be under 19.
Are they complying?
Yes, they are complying. The compliance is with us. We have to make sure they comply.
What did you put in place to ensure that there's no age cheats?
Fine. You can't rule it out 100%. But I can guarantee you that we've succeeded more than 75% of it. Because we try to demand for the primary school leaving certificate. There's no child in Nigeria that doesn't go through the primary school. Please, let us have your primary school certificate. If the primary school certificate is not the government accredited age clearance, we demand for the NI. We demand for the international passport of this player if they have one. If they don't have one, we demand for the birth certificate issued by the Nigeria Population Commission. So those are the three key ingredients we use. But as at that, you know, our people in Nigeria, they must find a way to go around it. So even if they present to us documents or possibly present a player to us that we felt, we are all parents. If you see a child of 19, 20 years or 20, you know, no, this one is so. Just about 4 days ago, I issued a letter to all the centers that despite the clearance we give them from here, they should still do some physical check on these boys. And it was a huge success because most of them, when they wanted to register, they bring in documents that will take us time to verify. We will not see who register such player. They will come with the passport photograph of their youth age just to lie to us. We will register it, but we will now follow you to the pitch and see the player that we are going to. We now look at, we now compare the picture you gave us, the document you gave us. Then we might have gone to verify. Though it's so strenuous for us to verify these documents. So by the time we do that, we now do a physical check. And from the physical check, I can tell you that some players were being dropped. I can say a 19-year-old boy that is bad. No, it's not possible. So we do that. Though people don't like it, they don't like us in NLO for doing that, but then we just have to do it to save Nigerian football. If you don't do it, the aftermath is to affect Nigerian football in future. Because by the time we allow all these elderly ones to fill in the space of these younger ones, then we are not helping football to grow. Because by the time that the younger ones that were supposed to have filled those space will now grow up, they will have been over 8. So it will not help Nigerian football to grow. So that was why we just have to insist that this is what we want. And the board is seriously supporting us in doing this, because we usually have some big people who say, no, you can't do that, this and that. But my board chairman has always been very, very meticulous. He will tell you that, no, this is what the rules is. Please apply. Comply with the rules. Then you'll be fine. So that it gives me more energy to work, because my board is strongly supporting whatever thing that we do here.
Okay.